During this time, you remain verily the inner energy, the omnipotent energy of the universe of which you are made of, but with which all the universal beings, creations are made. You are functioning then from the root in your own life, not superficially, not at the mental level, not at the physical level, but the energy takes over and it functions directly from the seat, from that source, and exhibits itself through the mind, body and senses and intellect. See the difference. Here the selfish functioning, the self is functioning without any hindrance, energy flowing without any blockage, the light glowing from within you, the self, that is you, without clouds hindering. So far, the 1000-watt bulb was reduced to 0 watts due to dissipation of energy in life by way of hindrance of thoughts. Now the powerful inner light will glow with all its capacity, with its full capacity. Others will notice and experience it and share it. The light, the joy, the peace, all will radiate through your system without any hindrance. That is why some people, we call them sages. Their mere presence, even the mere look, one look from them will remove our miseries, diseases and bring happiness. Most of us have experienced during the presence of the great people this happens because they are radiating their energy right from their own source. Amongst the millions of creatures, we humans are the only ones who can feel and talk about the glory of the Creator. No one has seen Him face to face, but one can feel Him at His residence, your heart. He lives in your heart so that you can live. That is a fact. So far the clouds of delusions and desires, aspirations, temporary pressures interfere, just like the powerful sun. The light coming from the sun can also be hidden by a thin layer of clouds. That's what was happening all these years. Now you are just going above the clouds. But you don't have to give up anything in life, in this life, for this process. Your life will carry on, your duties will carry on. Nothing should interfere with this. Your station of life, whatever position you are given, you please carry on with the duties and responsibilities towards your families, friends and relatives and parents, and to your fellow beings and even the other creatures. But this process will not interfere, will only make your life better, make the achievements and goal better. With the least effort you will achieve better. Your ambitions will be realized and your goals will be corrected, and you will have a better vision, better goals to achieve. More energy will be supplied from within yourself. These are all the advantages. You don't have to run anywhere from the place where the nature has put you. The Creator is like a man without address. Where to search for Him? He knows our difficulties. He knows it is impossible to find Him outside. Which direction and where will you travel? And how much will you travel? He knows the limitations of the human. Therefore, He chose to stay in everyone's heart. Still we are groping in darkness. This is how He plays. Hide and seek. We go to places, rivers, mountains and lakes and the woods, so that the mind is cooperating with you easily. It is only a means to go to these places, go into forests, go into these places. It is only a means, it's not the result. For atmospheric effect we go, no problem. Holy places you go for an atmospheric effect. And such places, the natural places, where the nature is in abundance, is charged with the full energy. So you can do your task, your job. You can be yourself easily. But whenever char permits you do that, whenever the circumstances do not permit, don't have to long for it. And then say that you just can't do it because you can't go near a mountain. If you can do it in the midst of all the activities in your life, in the station of life, wherever you are, nothing like it. Anyone running about, seeking the peace outside, cannot get it. From anything external, you just can't get it. You have to look within one day. Why wait? Do it today. Great masters before us have just done this and achieved the inner peace, the inner lasting peace, the inner joy, the light glowing through them is on account of this practice. It is everyone's birthright. That's what the masters also say. To be happy, joyous, peaceful is our nature. That is what the life's purpose is. Just 1 hour, snatch it away from either the sleeping time or the activities time for yourself from this moment. Rest of the time, lead a normal life, carry on, and see the effect of the 1 hour's influence even in day-to-day life. Any amount of lecture anybody gives, including what I talk now, will not serve any purpose unless you act upon it. Everybody says, a dish is sweet. Any amount of caring will not satisfy you. Any amount of research will not satisfy you unless you put it in your mouth and taste it yourself. You have to feel it. Scriptures and lectures all give you a taste of what it is. Don't be contented with it. Go beyond. You reach it yourself. You reach that stage of understanding the inner glory yourself. And then you know it well. Then only the vacuum in your heart will be fulfilled, filled up with joy. You are part of the ever-living universal principle, energy. Realize it. You are not just a frail individual appearing today and disappearing tomorrow. Know it. Your inner self was there, is there, will be there. You are that, and feel it, rejoice in it. It is a truth. An eagle was chasing a small bird until the bird entered mother's nest, and then the eagle disappeared. Likewise, find the single cell in you, stay with it, and all the problems of life chasing you now will disappear automatically without your having to drive it away. I have gone through my share of so-called tension, anxieties, worries, and spells of so-called pressures of all kinds. But the strong faith in the single cell, the most powerful one inside me, guided me throughout, gave me the idea of strength and the positive thinking to come out of every situation with conviction, without any lasting scar. I had taken recourse to the holy places, all kinds, without any reservation, and taken dips in the holy water, holy rivers. But ultimately the fact remained that my thoughts were always with me, and still all this could only effect a temporary change, a temporary effect, and did not bring about a firm and lasting peace within me. The influence of the atmospheric change will give you a temporary effect, no doubt. It is always good, I don't say no. But that alone does not solve your problems, my problems. The single cell, the chief guiding force in me, urged me to use its powerful influence to mold me. I depended on it. I reached out for it by the way of the Om sound and the breathing observation. And the immediate result was a sort of contentment and mental peace uplifting from within me. That is the immediate result. I am talking about the immediate benefit now. That encourages you to dwell deeply in those two practices. My logic says that I just cannot exist without the Creator living in me. I exist because the Creator is living in me, inside me, with me. Once I dwell deep within me, I emerge out of it with confidence and peace. And then I function outside. I have brought out the living force out of me by doing this process. This is not a theory, very practical thing for everyone to do. The only battery charger available in the whole world for strengthening the mind to face the world with positive thoughts is this process. Remember, any thought that appears on the mental screen which pulls your spirit down is negative thought. Observe during the 1 hour for yourself what you are given. The thoughts that appear in your mind when you are reciting the word Om or whatever the word appeals to you, and replace immediately those thoughts which you do not like and which bring your spirit down. Replace immediately with the positive thoughts. For example, a thought appears which reads, I just can't do this. Immediately replace with a good positive energy, charge it with a positive energy, saying loudly, I can do this. Say it number of times mentally. Say it number of times. I can do this. Then the I cannot do thought will be powerless, will have to vanish. I can do thought will stay on. Imagine if you yourself give up your goal, ambitions, saying that you can't do it, who will do it for you? Anybody else will do it for you? When you say you just can't do something, you are closing the whole chapter on the matter. The secret of saying repeatedly, I can do this, awakens the inner single cell, the inner energy, and that takes over from you, in you, and charges you, and sends positive energy, positive thinking, thoughts for you, and even gives new ideas in the mind. To achieve your goal and the schemes, and finally gives a physical energy to carry out the job, what you thought you could not do. Here, I'll give you a practical clue how to eliminate the excessive, useless thoughts. The inner energy will focus and rechannelize through those thoughts which are valuable for you and your lives and life's achievements. And it will be powerful and cause concentrated efforts in your actions. Just like the water supplied will be shared by all the plants, and do not allow the efficient growth of the genuine wanted plants unless the weeds and the unwanted plants are removed from the areas before watering. The same way, the single thought process training will have this advantage of weeding out the useless and unwanted thoughts, and only the most concentrated thoughts, the thoughts wanted for you, the thoughts which will push your energy up and the spirit up for your good activities, those thoughts will survive, will be very powerful, because these thoughts do not share the energy with unwanted thoughts. All the energy flowing through you will be channelized through the wanted thoughts, genuine thoughts, which will be protective in your life. Remember to identify during observation of your thoughts on the mental screen the ones that push your spirit upwards, and pay more attention to these thoughts. The ones that lowers your spirit and makes you unhappy are the ones not to be encouraged. I'll give an example. If any guest comes to your place, only if you encourage him with proper welcome, the guest stays longer. If you ignore, it shows that he's not welcome and will leave the place early. Same way, your thoughts also. If you linger on and take interest and little longer on those thoughts, they will stay. If you ignore without paying attention, these set of thoughts will not stay and go away as unwanted guests. This is how you grow in you the ones wanted and drive away the ones not wanted. Only the ones wanted, those thoughts which you want, will stay on and will give you the benefit by way of action. This is a weeding out process in thoughts. What you are trying to do within you, without diversion, expansion, is nothing but feel your own self. You are aiming at being seated in your own very self. And this will be for your own and others' advantage, for good positive development. Totality of energy, the nature's power, is only one in the entire universe, which expresses through various aspects, like the only one electricity power functioning through different objects at home. Imagine nothingness when the universe started, just blank. Slowly during evolution, all ideas developed in humans and developed into what you see around you today. Everything was an idea in the human beings. The inner original energy, the omnipotent, is totally responsible for everything around you. The totality of the energy, nature developed the ideas in human beings and put them into action through their minds and bodies and intellect. That's the nature. Constantly carries out its designs all the time through you and me and everybody else. We play our roles. Each one plays their role, his role, her role, in the hands of the nature. It is ultimately the nature that rules the universe, that rules the world, through the people, through human beings, through you and me, through all the creatures. Nature ultimately carries out its own designs, and we are all puppets in the hands of the nature. If you want to realize the greatness of the nature and be part of it, and part of the biggest universe, part of the biggest creator, you have to feel self that is within you. That's the only way out. And that is the easiest way, because your self is within you. Energy that is in you and seen everywhere outside, the Creator's energy is within you. That is why you and me exist and live today. The most real, holy dip you can take is to take the mind and allow the mind to start its inward journey and dive deep within you, yourself, and reach the self within you. Let the mind start its inward journey instead of going externally about, searching for holy rivers and places of worship to take physical holy bath. Now, if that has given you satisfaction, it is okay. A longer lasting satisfaction, it is okay. If it has changed your mental values, it's okay. Otherwise, listen to me very carefully. Let your mind go inward, within you. Dive deep within and take a holy dip in yourself, which is a substratum of your life, and see the difference, how the mind gets back completely energized and with a new vision and a positive vision and a positive energy which is charging your entire being. Feel it. Do it and feel it and experience it. If you feel it is good for you, continue doing that. Many people over thousands of years, many sages over thousands of years, millions of years have done it, and they have said, this is what is the purpose of life. If you do not know yourself, what's the point in being successful outside, which will just vanish one day? All that is outside and external, carry on, as I told you before. Nothing to be negated. Carry on with your life, with your normal activities. In addition to that, strive for reaching the self within you, which is the very purpose of this life. I have given you the most simple processes through which you can achieve this. And it does not call for running about anywhere, spending money, spending energy, nothing at all. You can just do it sitting wherever you are, whenever you get the time. We are searching for happiness outside. You are searching for happiness outside of you, from objects, from people, from possessions, from experiences, but still the happiness eluded you, eluded me. Now the complete satisfaction, the peace, the joy is within you, within me, because the entire energy, universal energy that produced the whole universal objects and the people and the experiences for the people, everything came from within the totality of the nature and the universe, of which you are part, of which yourself is made of. Reach it, feel it, experience it, and rejoice in it, and bring it out without the clouded mind to block that energy, and let the energy operate directly through you. After this kind of experience and practice, you will know that there is no blockage of the energy to express through you. The limited mind, if you're operating with it, you know what you've gone through. It's got its own limitations. And the pure energy, the self, if allowed to operate without any limitations, can cause tremendous happiness for you. And also, all those who are around you, they will also feel it. I am totally care of Mother Nature. No water, no air, I cannot survive. That's what I call Mother Nature. I was born on her lap, living on her lap, and nursed by her all the time. It is my duty, my desire, and my birthright to know the Mother Nature. I am part of it. I have to know. The urge, if it is within you, you will reach and see the abundance of glory that experience gives you. Like Mother loves all the children, Mother Nature loves all the beings, all the creatures. And Mother Nature knows that you are trying to know and reach her. Mother Nature is something very real, the reality which we experience every day. Fire, earth, water, ether, air. Everything is Mother Nature. Without all this, one cannot survive. That Mother Nature is alive, will know your aspirations, will cooperate, will help you to reach her within yourself. She will allow you to feel her within yourself, and that is a day the life's purpose is achieved, because you know yourself. Yourself and you are the same then. There is no blockage, there is no disparity, and there is no duality. That is called oneness. The self will be functioning through you directly. Still, you will be functioning till such time the Mother Nature wants you to function and wants to carry out her design in this world through you as an individual. You will perform. Nothing to worry about it. But the performance will be great. And see the difference. There has to be some difference between the functions of the limited mind and the functions of the unlimited self. Now, I leave it to the greatest power on the earth, the Mother Nature, to guide you, be with you, and take care of you, and reveal all her glories to you. Remember, you are not the waves, simply the waves. You are the ocean. Remember, you are not just a spark of fire. You are the very light yourself.